Hello guys, welcome back to another update. I know I haven't been uploading videos for quite some time, but today's video is going to be really interesting. I'm going to be discussing Bitcoin and three other coins, actually five other coins, right? Five altcoins, and potentially discuss altcoin setups for these coins as well, right? So I hope make sure to stick to the end of the video, right? Let's get into Bitcoin first, as usual, right? In the group, I discussed today that I am looking to long a couple of altcoins, and Bitcoin kind of is running the party for these longs, right? What's happening with Bitcoin is that the price is currently kind of on a 1 hour time frame. You can see that the price is struggling to move above this resistance level here, extending from 19780 to 19860. But once we get a clear flip of this level into a support floor, I would be uh, inclined to open long positions on altcoins, right? Altcoins are showing good setups, but they're not moving because of Bitcoin, right? So the one way I would be inclined to opening long positions would be to wait for a flip of this, which would be my confirmation, and then long it up to the previous daily high, or at least for a sweep of that. It's a very small, quick scalp trade. But the other scenario, if we do not get a flip of this resistance level, instead, if we get rejected by this resistance level, then we could be looking at a potential sweep of this previous daily low or previous weekly low at 19,511. So once we get a sweep, I'm gonna wait for a recovery and then long Bitcoin up to the previous daily high, sweep all these equal highs up here, and I would probably book 50% of. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna book 75% of the profits at this level here and let the rest fly up to the FEG here at 20,547. Now I imagine this trade, the move here is not gonna be a monotonous and an up only move, right? We're gonna face a lot of rejections, something like this, right? It's not gonna be a straight move up to 20,700. Although 20,700 feels like a really good place to kind of reverse, mainly because it is like the first reason is because the crash that we witnessed over the last few days, right? This 20,700 is the midpoint of this particular crash. On top of that, you can see that on a higher time frame perspective, 20,700 has been a pretty important level for Bitcoin because the price formed equal lows already here on 17th July and 26th July. And then it created another equal low at the same level on 19th August and 20th August. Basically, there was a ton of liquidity resting below these lows. So since the price has broken down below this level here, it makes sense for the price to kind of revert back into this support floor, which is now flipped into a resistance level, right? So due to all of this confluence, I feel like the recovery rally for Bitcoin is capped at 20,700. I don't see it going way beyond that, but I do have to kind of explore the opportunity because the price, this move, right? I basically shorted Bitcoin somewhere around here, I think, so, or here, I'm not sure. And I expected, actually, hold up, one, two, and three. No, that was not it. Yeah, I think somewhere around here is when I shorted. Yeah. Okay, okay. 100% sure. I started Bitcoin on 25th of August. I waited for the price to go down. The price went down up to this level here. I kind of booked 25% of the profits and then moved my stop loss down to break even, which was somewhere here. But the price kind of managed to sweep up here, create a swing high. Now, this is why I feel like I can explore the opportunity for the price to come back up to 21.8K because now there's liquidity resting above these relatively equal lows. So, equal highs, I mean. Yep, so that's what I'm expecting, guys. For the price to kind of recover to 20.7K, which is my first major hurdle. Beyond that, if the price manages to flip this level into support floor, then I would be open to kind of open another short position, long position, expect the price to sweep these highs up here. Now, that is basically my game plan for Bitcoin from like a 1 hour time frame perspective. This is what I'm gonna do, right? Flip this long, reject here, short it up to here. Again, wait for recovery above the range low, long this up to 20.1K, 20.6K, and then that's it. I'm going to be done. And then I'm going to wait for the price to see how it reacts around the midpoint. If it flips it, long it. If it rejects, short it. Right? If we short this up here, right, then the obvious target is going to be the range low. But from a 1 day time frame perspective, you can see, not here, here. On a 1 day time frame perspective, you can see that the price is currently in sitting, like previously I mentioned that this area basically extending from 20k to 19k is an extremely crucial level, and that a breakdown of this level will spell trouble for Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin price could crash all the way down to 15.5k, which is the first intermediate support level, although I don't like the 15.5k support level as much. So I feel like the macro bottom is going to occur at any of these three levels, right? 12k, 13.5k, 15.5k. This is where I feel like the macro bottom for crypto is going to come in. I don't see the price going way beyond 12k, which is obvious, right? For some reasons, it's obvious because the price is still like there's a massive cluster of high volume node present up here at 12k. So I don't see it going beyond 12k, right? Beyond that, nothing else, right? The price has already broken below the 200 weekly moving average again, which can be seen in this chart pretty clearly. Yep, the 200 moving average is already present here, which is 23.1k, and we've again where is that level? Yep, there you have it. The 30-day EMA is present around 21.9k. So yeah, we're currently sitting at a very comfortable spot. So I don't see the reason why Bitcoin price should go down any lower, but if it does, it's a straight crash down to 15.5k and 13.5k and 12k. So this is my game plan for Bitcoin. For now, I'm not going to execute anything unless I get a confirmation, right? But let's discuss three important coins that you should probably keep a very close eye on. But in the first one, as you can, is it here? Is it here? There it is. Actually, yep, there it is. Right, I call these rebel coins because these have an unusual amount of volatility to them, even on boring days, right? For example, if you look at Celsius, right, the price has rallied 27% yesterday and 13% today. So let's take a closer look at what these coins are doing, right? There you have it. For Celsius, on a 1 day time frame, you can see on a 1 day time frame, you can see that the price was supported by this inclined trend line here, and on between 25th August and 26th August, the price broke down two important levels. The first one is the horizontal support floor, and the inclined trend line, and the second one is the inclined trend line. And after that, the price kind of formed a bottom around 0.844. Since then, the price has not only managed to kind of bounce pretty strongly, but it also has kind of in between flipping this horizontal support level, resistance level into support floor. The same can be said about this inclined trend line as well. Depending on how the day closes up here, I'm gonna take my decisions on trading this altcoin, right? And from a lower time frame perspective, it is apparent, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the price to produce a market structure shift that is basically a higher high. And once it does that, I am going to wait for a pullback into inefficiencies and then long this coin here. This is the first case scenario, right? It's pretty simple. But what I'm worried about is this particular inefficiency present to the downside, extending from 0.98 to $1. So if we get a move down into this inefficiency, it's an automatic buy. But in that case, right, I'm not going to open any, I'm not going to have any stop losses present below the range low at roughly 0.8485, mainly because it created a set of equal lows down here. So an instant buy zone would be anywhere around here at roughly 1.04 or around here at 0.85 or 84. Either way, from a 4-hour time frame perspective, you can see that there is another massive cluster of resistance level at 2.15. So $2 seems like a pretty good target for Celsius. So yeah, keep an eye on this one, and if I forget, please remind me in the group about Celsius. So let's take a look at the next one, which is Atom. You can see that on a 1 day time frame perspective, Atom has been on a crazy uptrend, and it did roughly 142%, broke above this resistance level briefly, but reverted back. It reverted and is now on a downtrend, right? So let's take a look at it from a 4-hour time frame perspective. You can see that the price has dropped well below. Actually, it hasn't. My bad. That was a wrong line of things. But yeah, so the price has currently formed this range here, extending from 13.4 to $10.1. And what I'm expecting now is that the price has seen a clear, a good amount of buying here and is currently up 3.3% from the bottom. But the best place to long this altcoin would be to wait for a sweep of the range low at $10.1 or collect liquidity resting below these lows at $10 and $9.9. Once we get a sweep of these levels, it would be an automatic buy, provided we get a good recovery after sweep of these lows. In that case, I'm expecting Atom to go all the way up to $11.29, $11.3, but it could face a little bit of hiccups around $10.8, right? But either way, I feel like a reversion to the mean at $11.8 seems likely. So in that regard, my take profit level one is going to be around 10.7, 10.8, and my second level is going to be 10.3, $10.4, 11.3 and 11.4. So this is the second coin. The last coin is EOS. Right, as you can see here already, EOS did pretty well. The price, let's check how much it's rallied. But the price went up 140% in just 65 days, which is around approximately 2 months. And the price did kind of break above these clusters here. And if you just extend this right all the way up to this point here, you can see it's still sitting on a really good amount of support. So as long as this level holds, I don't see any reason to short EOS. But from a 4-hour time frame perspective, you can see there is a clear inverse head, actually normal head and shoulders pattern. It's already broken below the neckline. So I feel like the recovery rally is going to push it all the way up to 1.48 to 1.44, and that's where you could potentially short this coin from a swing long position. You can see that the target, the clear winner is the equal lows formed at roughly 1.24. So if you do short this, you are looking at a 15.5% downswing for EOS. So these are three coins that I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on over the coming weeks. The only thing is I'm going to wait for Bitcoin price to recover. I feel like although the technicals do not kind of support it, I feel like there's going to be a recovery rally. And if it is, then I'm going to be shorting EOS from a swing trade perspective. And that concludes my session for today. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any doubts, make sure to tag me in my Telegram group, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. That's it, guys. Have a great day. Peace.